What up, Doe?
I'm Doe,
It's your boy Fargy. What up, man?
and we back to hit you with another one. You know what I'm talking about? What we gonna start with, man?
Oh man, I don't know.
You said you wanna talk about cheating.
Yeah.
Cheating is one of those things that's
Yeah.
it's probably one of the biggest topics period in the world, man. Like no matter what you do, no matter where you go, people are worried about if their mate, spouse, companion, whatever else you want to call it, is cheating on them.
Yeah, that's a strong one, man. Yeah, man. You know,
What
guys cheat, girls cheat.
what is actually considered cheating? Let's say that.
Lesbians cheat, gay guys cheat,
Yeah, people cheat, man.
transgenders. Like, I don't know.
What is cheating?
Cheating for me, man, is like when you get in a monogamous relationship. So you get a girl, you know what I mean? You sit her down and like you rubbing on her toes and like telling her you love her and you know what I mean? You doing all of that, so you got her feeling like, you know, like that's your main girl, you know what I mean? That you monogamous with her, and then, you know, you go outside and start fiddling and faddling in the field, you know, adding up numbers, you know. So cheating is when you are in a committed relationship with one person
And you go outside that
and you
relationship.
go outside that relationship, in my opinion. But it has to be a committed
It
relationship.
has to be. Y'all have to actually tell each other we're only dealing with each other.
Yeah. It's almost like you got to shake hands with them, you know, sign a contract.
I'm glad you said that shake hand thing because this is my thing, right? I think a lot of times this is what happened, and this is just my personal opinion. I think a lot of times what happened is, you know how you would meet a girl or a girl would meet a man or a girl meet a girl, man meet a man, whatever.
Right.
You know how you meet somebody. A lot of times y'all start just hanging out. So say you meet them on Wednesday.
Right.
Y'all set up a time to meet on Friday.
Right.
Next thing you know, y'all meet on Friday. A lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, y'all might mess around and have sex. So y'all had a sex the first date.
Right. Yeah. Now that's a whole different ballgame.
No, this
Yeah,
is good, but this is what usually, well, not usually happens, but this is what I see a lot.
Right.
So let's say, you know, y'all set up the date, y'all go out Friday, and y'all mess around and sleep with each other, right? And y'all like it.
Right.
Next thing you know, y'all together, if not every day, y'all coming back Monday, or y'all setting up a meeting next Friday.
Yeah.
And then you just all of a sudden now you with that person.
Yeah, like that to me that's like, you know, that's a problem, you know what I mean? Because it ain't solidified.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean?
But it's like you've been around this person, you like the conversation, y'all done had sex. Nobody really sits there and say, "Are we together?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just happens.
Yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
in my opinion, like that ain't no committed relationship. That's just
it becomes one though. Y'all get pregnant and everything.
Oh, see, that's
You
a
know
whole
what I'm saying?
problem right there. Like, you're not supposed to get the girl pregnant that you nailed on the first night. You know what I mean? You nail her on the second night, you know, it's alright. But the first night, if she nailed it and you get her pregnant, dog, that's a problem right there. Like, all the way a problem, man. Like,
But this is my thing though,
like
and y'all think about this too. Think about it.
yeah.
How many times have y'all actually sat there and asked each other, "Was we together?"
Are we together? I done heard that question.
Yeah, I definitely did it myself, but I also had the experience of it just happened.
It just happened. Whole
You
relationship.
know, it was a whole relationship.
Next thing you know, where you at? What you doing? Why you ain't over here?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
you know why your text took too long?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that's a problem. You know what I mean? Because my biggest thing is you can only cheat if you in a committed relationship with
Gotta be a
somebody.
committed
Like
relationship.
you have to sit down and actually have that conversation. Like, you know what, girl, I love you, girl. You know, I don't want nobody else but you. But in the world we living in, it's like, man, people start making them assumptions. Once they give you something, and be like, oh, we married. I'll be no, that no.
I done gave you this money.
Oh no, see
You
that's
mad.
can't be doing that. Like,
Dudes do it too though.
dudes do it too. That's where the girls get it from, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because like the girls trying to catch up with what the guys doing. You know,
Right.
it's like this trending thing. It used to be a point where, you know, the ladies used to care about their bodies or whatever, and they wouldn't just give it to just anybody. You know what I mean? Nowadays, man, these girls juicing like dudes, man. Half of them just be like, You know, I got one dude over here, I got one dude over here.
As long as they can benefit off of it.
As long as they benefit, man. And to me, it's kind of tacky, you know. But the cheating whole situation go way back. It used to be different, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just put it out there. Like some guys, you know what I mean? Back, let's say like the 60s and 70s, when the relationship was a real relationship. Like that's when love and Al Green used to sing about love and
let's get it on.
You know all that when they used to woo a woman. You know what I mean? Them guys was cheating, but the biggest difference was the women, to a certain extent, didn't entertain. You know what I mean? The behavior that these men was doing, and in some cases, the women actually supported their men regardless of what they was doing. It's a grandma that I know that said, as long as I don't see it, it ain't happening.
Right, and that I was watching Godfather of Harlem, Bumpy Johnson's story.
Oh yeah.
And his wife, you know, she was like that too. No
Yeah.
matter if she knew her dude was a boss, he was running around here doing her thing. And she still held her place. You know what I mean?
She definitely.
Not saying that's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying, like, just going back to what you said is back then.
Man, the women used to hold the man down.
Now let's say this. So who cheats more, men or women?
Oh man, I honestly really don't know. Right about now, in these days and ages, man, I think it's about neck and neck, man. You know what I mean? The biggest thing about a man is when a man cheats, it's kind of sloppy.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
sloppy.
It's sloppy. Like, you know, your phone ringing, you be at the house with your girl. Next thing you know, you get a text with some kissy faces on it from another girl.
Stand the night out.
You know, like they sloppy. You know what I mean? With the girls, they more incognito. They cats. You know what I mean? And the cat, the sneakiest animal on the planet, in my opinion. They do all type of sneaky stuff.
She hitting the boss at work in the office.
All type of stuff, man. Like, on the real, I had this one girl, man, I thought she was, like, all the way thorough. Right. You know what I mean? But after a long deliberation, you know, found out that she was busy. You know what I mean?
Busy bee, huh?
Yeah, she was busy, dog. She was busy, man. Overstimulating herself. You know what I mean? All type of stuff.
So she was faking orgasms.
I don't know.
She was faking
if you was faking them orgasms, comment below. Let me know what happened, what was really going on that day. You know what I mean?
So she was busy.
Yeah, she was busy, dog. You know what I mean? And I found out, you know, and I made the decision to leave. You know what I mean? I just up and left. Like, I kicked out my room, all type of stuff. Put a lock on my door. Like, girl, you can't even come in the room with me. You know what I mean?
You put a lock on your door and kicked her out. Hold on.
I kicked out.
Y'all was living together?
We was living together, bro. Like, that to me, that felt like a commitment. You know what I mean?
It was a commitment. I mean, the way you
we
made
signed
that.
a lease together.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I was gonna say, you made that sound like y'all was like 17 or something, living in the same household. You put a lock on your door.
Lock on the door.
I kicked her out my room.
She had to go, bro. She could not sleep in the same room with me. She probably gonna end up.
So y'all end up getting a crib together.
We got a crib together, man.
Now, how many rooms did y'all have? It was only y'all two.
It was 4 bedrooms in that house.
Why?
You know, I like the extra stuff, man.
Was it just y'all two?
It was a game room. No, Shorty had a couple of shorties.
Oh, she had some children.
Yeah. And then I got an army of kids. So
right. Okay.
If I move anywhere, I'll be trying to make sure my kids got their own room. You know, I put a game room in the house so they can play video games in one room, go to sleep in the next room. But you know, I know lie. I'm gonna be all the way for real. I was cheating too.
Yeah, I mean,
I was cheating too. So. But it's different. I don't think it's really different. I don't know. That's where the comments come into play. Comment on the link. You know what I mean? Tell us what we did wrong. You know.
Well, I did a study, man. I did some research, and they say to this day, it's still men cheat 20% and women is at 13%.
So,
but this statistic is actually wide married. I couldn't find the single couple statistics, but. Why during marriage, men is up 20%, women is at 13%.
Yeah.
And that's the general social survey.
Them the ones that got caught though. Some of them ain't gonna admit to it.
No, some ain't. But you know how they do some surveys where it's anonymous too though. Like you know how you could just do some.
Man, we might need to generate a survey monkey, man.
Man,
for
listen,
our viewers out there.
that's what we was talking about.
Take that survey. Yeah,
we gonna go out to these malls and stuff of that nature. We told y'all that was coming. We're gonna definitely do that.
It's definitely coming.
We're gonna do that, man. We want to get y'all opinions, see what y'all talk about. You know what y'all talking about. Far as cheating, also, what do you think about the whole monogamous situation? Like me personally, I believe in the way we lived before we got colonized. So you know, polygamy and stuff of that nature.
Yeah, no, I was raised Muslim, so you know, growing up, my dad kept them too. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I know. And then, you know, like I said, it was a time where the women respected a man for being a man and knew that a man wasn't going to be committed 100% physically. You know what I mean? Like, a man might cheat physically, but emotionally, he is content with the woman that he loves.
He's taking care of the crib, whatever, you know.
All of that.
See, but this is the thing. This is the thing too, though. They say that that's fine as long as everybody knows what's going on. So I guess the word cheating is if you ain't telling them what's going on.
You gotta be honest.
You gotta be honest about what's going on.
We go back to that boss situation.
Right. You gotta be honest.
Gotta be honest. You know what I mean? Like, it was a situation, man. Like, you know, I'm gonna be all the way for real. I'm being transparent, okay? So I'm gonna put it on the board. That's what the people like, man. That's what it's called. Let's talk about it.
Let's
talk about it. I was married for 15 years, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were.
Yeah, I was married.
Yeah, I forgot I knew your wife.
I was married for 15 years. I got married at 20. You know what I mean? It was the love of my life. You know what I mean? To this day, I still love that woman. I know, you know, it's
beautiful woman too, man.
A lot of people probably gonna be upset when they see this, like how he still love that girl. But yeah, I'll still love that.
You was with her forever.
Man, that was my wife. You know what I mean? I felt like it was gonna be forever, but I was messed up in the mind. Here it is. I grew up in a Muslim household, right? So in Islam, you can have more than one wife as long as the wife is taken care of. You know what I mean? They both happy. They both taken care of. You can have up to 7 wives, you know what I mean? But the streets, I'm raised in the streets, and where I'm from, you know what I mean? I looked up to the guys that was getting money, and the guys that was getting money never brought their wives to the buildings. You know what I mean? They never brought their wives around. So a lot of the guys I didn't even know was married until the bills got spilled, the beans got spilled, you know what I mean? Because they took care of the wife, made sure the wife was good, took care of her at the house.
You separate house from street.
You separated it, and I thought that I could do the same thing because of the way that I was raised. So I tried to leave my my business from the streets as long as my wife was happy. So you know, I bought some cars, paid bills, took care of the kids, never brought her through the neighborhoods. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, I had, you know, a couple side pieces on the side, man. Like, I didn't mean it, you know what I mean? I was young, you know, caught up in this environment we live in, man, and I cheated. You know what I mean? I cheated, messed up the whole relationship. You know what I mean? Like, in hindsight, if I would have had the discipline and, you know what I mean, and respected her the way that I was supposed to respect her, I'll probably still be married to this day.
But this is the thing, too, though, man. Okay, so I ask women, or I tell women, and I ask them, so to speak, however you want to say that.
Right.
Why do, if 85% of men cheat, let's just say 85, because I do know a lot of dudes that don't cheat. Not a whole lot, I shouldn't say a lot.
Right.
But I do know men that don't cheat. But if a man, if this been a test of time forever, and it's been 85, majority of men, whatever you want to call it. Don't you think that it's in our genes? Like that's what I'm saying, like the whole polygamy thing. Yeah. Was we made to be monogamous? Was we made to be with one woman?
See, that's what the colonizers took over,
exactly. That's what I be trying to tell people.
We got this new, but you know, like, man, it's interesting because the colonizers saw the way that we lived before they actually started setting things in stone. And every way that we lived, they tried to prove was wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They switched us all
the way up. And it's like 300-400 years of like conditioning.
Exactly.
You know, but naturally, a man loves physically and a woman loves emotionally.
Right.
You know what I mean? So as a man, you know, you're gonna love a person or whatever, but physically you might cheat. You know what I mean? And some women understood that.
And the only reason why you're cheating though is because you know that woman ain't gonna allow you to have more than just her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't talk about it no more.
Hey, listen, man.
It's over with.
Majority of women ain't gonna accept that, right?
And they looking for the divorce.
But the reason why though is because, you know, like we said, man, we've been conditioned, we're colonized, you know, that we can't. Well, you can come to a woman and ask her, but I'm pretty sure she gonna say no.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
For the most part, there is some women out there that understand the game, that understand our legacy or whatever.
Do. I got a home
It's a few of them.
Talk about it. Yeah.
It's a few of them, but not the majority.
Not the majority, man. You gotta have that conversation with the woman that you dealing with and let her know, like, yo, you know, I like you. I want to build with you. You know what I mean? But it's certain things that I'm not perfect at. You know what I mean? And me expressing myself physically, I'm really pretty much saying you don't have the discipline to remain abstinent or to remain monogamous. You know what I mean? And it kind of sucks because, you know, as men, we supposed to be disciplined in this world. We're supposed to move with intelligence. But the hardest part, man, is when you see something you like.
Yeah.
It's just something different for the moment.
Look what the Lions do.
The
lion.
The king, he got 7 of them.
Man, listen, he takes her down. He said, roar. After he busted that joint, and he walked right over to the next one.
And they be ready.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's how it is, though, man. But okay, so let's wrap that one up and say this. Cheating ain't cool because of the way the world is. It's not cool, man. You know, get an agreement with somebody.
Shake her hand, sign a contract.
And once y'all in that committed relationship, you got to be committed.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would say this: I think the best way to do it is when you meet a woman, or when y'all meet a partner, or whatever, you know, nowadays, when you meet a partner, try to get them to know our history if they don't know our history. Yeah. When you meet somebody, try to educate them about our history. And let me say this: I almost forgot about this.
What happened?
Studies show that kids that was raised in polygamy households did better than kids that was in monogamous households. And you know why that is?
Man, that's strong, right?
And they say the reason why that is because you got multiple people that can support. Right. It takes a village to raise a child.
It takes a village.
So this one person might be good at the math part.
Yeah.
This person might be the housekeeper. Yeah. So therefore, that other person could go out and work and provide with, you know, the other partner, the parent, I should say. Yeah. You know.
That makes me think about something because, you know, one of the older guys in the neighborhood always told me, like, man, it's a beautiful quality in every person that you meet. Yeah. Some people gonna be different, so it's best if you see certain values and strengths in other people. One person, like you said, might be A1 with the sweet potato pies. The other one might be A1 at keeping the house clean. The other one might be financially sound to the point where she getting everything in order. So, you know, it's definitely a topic, you know, that needs to be discussed. Definitely comment below and let us know how you feeling, man. It's a hell of a topic, man. Hey, what up, man? So today we definitely want to say shout out to the sponsors. You know what I mean? As you can see, you could definitely get you one of these sweaters, the Let's Talk About It sweater.
Let's talk about it, baby.
You know what I mean? And then for today, we on Don Julio. You know what I mean? We gonna talk about drinking too because we grown, man. You know what I mean? And we like, you know, tequila and Ciroc and you know what I mean? All that.
So the people the people you see here, like last time was Patron. This one is Don Julio Tequila. We need a sponsor, man.
Man, Don Julio.
We need a sponsor. You
Come holler at us. We actually gonna start working those angles, man, to make sure that we get the sponsors that we need to keep our show.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep doing the show, but you know, a free bottle every now and again ain't gonna hurt, man. Right, you know, that's free advertisement. Right. You know, and this is what we do, man.
And I got a quick piece of game about that too, right? I seen a Rick Ross video, and he was saying that he was promoting what's his brand, the Bel Air. He was promoting it years before he actually even got a deal with them.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people thought that he was Bel Air out the gate, right?
No, yeah.
So what he said is, he said a lot of people look for the check right away. He said, but if you grind hard enough and you throw this shit in people's face enough, that company ain't got no choice but to come to you and break some bread.
They gonna come that way.
You know? So Don Julio, we need to break some bread, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna talk later, Don.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit your line and send you an email. That's our sponsor for the day, man. So, like, what else?
Credit score,